Good day and welcome back to another DBZ Dokkan video. In this video we're going to be taking a look at the Super Saiyan Trunks kid, the Int Super Saiyan Trunks kid, and just how good he is at 100% in the hidden potential system on DBZ Dokkan. Now, Trunks is a 50% hybrid Saiyan's lead. He greatly raises defense for 3 turns and also raises allies defense for 1 turn, which is pretty cool. An ability to have, but there's a ton of utility that Trunks provides. So Trunks is like an insanely utility based support character, like a very insanely based utility support character. He has Ki +2, attack and defense of 140%, gets an additional attack of 140% and launches an additional attack that has a high chance of becoming a super attack when there's another hybrid Saiyans category ally in the turn. So already you've got double supers, double 30% defensive raises for the rest of the team. Hybrid Saiyans get 1 Ki and 25% attack and defense. Ki +1 attack and defense of 25% for allies who also include Gohan Teen or Goten Kid within the character's attacking turn for 4 turns. So right away a big boost there. An additional 40% defense when receiving an attack, and he has a 50% chance of evasion. But now wait. He also gets an additional evasion chance of 20% as the first attacker in the turn. And he gets an additional attack of 140% temporarily and a temporary high chance of critting upon his next attack after evading an attack. And this attack can hit fairly hard for a free-to-play that's not extremely awakened in that. I think he can hit like 5 mil. Then he gets an additional chance of evasion plus 20% up to 20% within the turn, within the next attacking turn every time he evades 5 or more attacks in battle. He also has an active skill, which is an intercept, which gives him defense of plus 40% and directs enemies' attacks towards the character for 1 turn. Hybrid Saiyans category allies get 4 Ki. Innocence, Golden Warrior, Super Saiyan, Budding Warrior, Prepare for Battle, Z Fighters, and Sharing the Limit are his link sets. He's on Bond of Friendship, Bond of Parent Child, Dragon Ball Seekers, Earthbred Fighters, Gifted Warriors, Hybrid Saiyans, Movie Heroes, Super Saiyans, Vegeta's Family, and Youth. Overall, the utility on this guy is crazy. He's got a 25% support for hybrid Saiyans, but he also boosts Gohan and Goten units for those first 4 turns quite nicely. But it's really the way that evasion works. 50% evasion, then you also get another 20% from the being in the first slot, which is really good. But he can also get another 20% every 5 attacks he evades. Which is cool. So he cycles between 70 and 90% evasion. Then if you build him full evasion, then he can cycle even higher. And you're looking at like a 76% effective, 77, 78% evasion rate, which is good. And then that pretty much hits damn near 100 every time that 5 attack procs, which is nice. In terms of attack stat and everything, look, he doesn't go too crazy attack stat wise. 5 million, almost 6 million, very solid. Link leveling, everything, etc. would push him over that 6 million bracket, and that is for his spiked attack. But that has a solid chance of critting. But what's really interesting on him actually is because he is such a pseudo dodge tank for the first slot, he actually can really boost the rest of your rotation because of those 30% raises on his super attack. And now, with just a tiny bit of additional from the hidden potential system, so mainly dodge and then a little bit of additional, you could potentially super 3 times. And if you do that, you'll be raising your rotation's defense quite significantly. Now, obviously, the risk is, as you can see here in this video, when he gets caught, he takes a lot of damage. He's a free-to-play unit. Stats are just too low, especially without an easy A, to be, able to tank and do certain things based on raw defense. But he still is pretty usable. You can get up to 300 or 350k defense. That is obviously with hitting his max cycle within his 3-turn rotation of greatly raising. But he also has his active skill. He also has that high rate of dodge. And it's the boosting of defense for the rest of the rotation that I think is very solid. So yeah, he's very obviously a bit of a gamble. I think anyone would be a bit foolish if they didn't think he was a little bit of a gamble. But for me, he's definitely a very, very solid unit. And I'm actually very impressed overall with him, like just as a function. I think he's really, really solid. Now, obviously, link-wise, Innocence, Budding Warrior, that's mainly Gotenks, Gohan, Goten, etc. But Golden Warrior, Super Saiyan, Prepare for Battle, even Z Fighters, he's got the links there to kind of link up with whichever, whichever units he needs to link up to get things done. Is this guy going to be a starting unit? No. But he could be really fun. It could be really fun to try him in a couple teams. I've tried him now in the, as you saw in this video, I was trying him in the third stage of a red zone that we just recently got, against the SS Trio, and he was doing fine, actually, which was very impressive. So I do think there's scope here for him to be a fun little addition, and especially if you're a new player, like this guy is going to be awesome. He's going to really help fill out your team, especially if you picked up the SS Trio, if you picked up Gohan. Now this guy is going to, come in, fill out your team. Really cool unit.